Good evening and I welcome you students. We have told you in the previous lecture what is thermodynamics, all about the relationship between heat, work, temperature and energy students. Then we also told you student what are the energies changes which are taking place student. Then we discussed something about the internal energy student. We have discussed what is internal energy, that every system has got some energy stored in it, which is intrinsic, which is sum of all the types of energies which is present in the system has molecules have translation energy, rotational energy, vibrational energy, various types of electronic energy. The sum of all these type of energies is what we call as internal energy. And we told you students that internal energy absolute value cannot be determined. But what can be determined is a change in internal energy. Then we told you certain definitions in thermodynamics, like what is a system, a part of the universe on which we are performing our observation, our experiment, rest is surrounding. And we told you open system is that which can exchange matter and energy. Closed system is that in which matter cannot be exchanged, but energy can be exchanged, student. And then we told you about isolated system in which both matter and energy cannot be transferred, students. All this we have already discussed with you in the previous lecture, students. Did we tell you all the things about this, yes or no? Then we said
Yes,
that
sir.
if a system is there, how will you specify the state of a system? There are certain measurable properties. If you have a gas, student, what you measure in a gas? You have a cylinder which has a gas. You will measure how many moles of gas is there, pressure of the gas, volume of the gas, temperature. These are measurable properties, students, and these are called state variables. If I change one of these properties, what will happen? The state of the system will change. A gas is at 2 atmospheric pressure in a container. If I change it to 5 atmosphere, naturally other properties will also change. Therefore, student, these are called state variables, and we define state functions as those properties which do not depend on the path followed. They only depend on the initial and final state. Student, internal energy, pressure, volume, temperature, entropy. These energy gives free energy. They are nothing but student state functions. They only depend on initial and final states. It doesn't matter which path you take, but work is not a state function, student. As you have seen, work depends on the path which is taken. The question before us is, student, the system has got an internal energy. I'm saying there is an internal energy of the system which is defined by the pressure, volume and temperature. How can we change the internal energy of a system? The internal energy, U is my internal energy, student.
Yeah.
A system has got some internal energy. How it can change, student? If one of the possibilities is you can add, this is a system, student. Supposing there is a system, there is something in this, student. This is my system. It could be gas here. If I add, student, heat, or I remove the heat, then also the internal energy of the system can change. Or I can do work on the system, student. How you can do work? You have a piston, student, here. You have some gas here, student. You can apply the pressure. What will happen? The volume will decrease, student. So work is done on the system. Or system can, this is example of work can be done on the system, student.
Okay.
The gas will compress, compression.
So can I go to
Or
the washroom first?
huh? Okay.
I would like to go to the washroom.
Okay, go ahead. You can see, students, that every system has got internal energy. The internal energy can change by one of the following methods. We can add heat into or out of the system. Second, student, work is done on or by the system. Third, matter enters or leave the system. These are the three ways by which we can change the internal energy of a system. Therefore, internal energy, you student, internal energy can be changed student from if a, this is the initial value of internal energy, and this is the final value of internal energy. Then delta U is the change in internal energy. Change in internal energy, students. So we can change the internal energy of a system. How? There are different ways. We have told you, student. 1, 2, and 3. The heat can be added or heat can be removed. A work can be done on the system or work can be done by the system. When the work will be done by the system, student, there will be expansion. The gas cylinder is expanding, student. What is happening? The volume is increasing, student, from initial value to the final value. In this case, the system will perform the work. Some matter can be added or can be removed. That also we know. That will also change the internal energy of the system, students. So you have noted down these, students, how the internal energy can change. Change in internal energy. Clear? Is it clear that we can change the internal energy, the total energy? But you will remember that most of the internal energy in a normal system is in the form of translational energy, student. The energy of the movement, which you know, basically the molecules are moving translationally, student. Largest amount of energy is present in that form at the normal temperatures. When temperatures are increased very high, then there is a rotational and vibrational energy changes also. Please note down everything, students. Have you noted? We also experience, students, two types of reactions. You are aware of what is the difference between exothermic reactions in chemistry, students? And second, endothermic reactions. Can you tell me what are exothermic reactions? What are exothermic reactions, students? Reactions in which heat is evolved. Reactions in which heat is evolved they are known as exothermic reactions, students. And what are endothermic reactions? Reactions in which.
Hello, sir.
Hello. So there are two types of the reactions which we told you. Exothermic reactions in which heat is evolved, endothermic reaction in which heat is absorbed. This we have already told you, student. Nothing is new in this. ठीक है? Internal energy can be changed by Either of these three methods, heat, work, or matter. You note down everything, then I will proceed further. But we are saying UA is the initial internal energy. If I change or add heat, the internal energy will change. If I do the work, then also internal energy can change, student. And the change in internal energy can be measured, but absolute value of internal energy cannot be measured.
Okay.
Let us see certain important terms which will be used in thermodynamics. Isothermal process, student. What is an isothermal? Iso means same temperature, student. In thermodynamics, isothermal is a type of process in which temperature of the system remains constant. Isothermal process is that in which there is no change in temperature. No change in temperature. Temperature will remain the same, students.
Yes, sir.
That means delta T is equal to 0. Delta T means during the process, student, delta T is 0. How it will be possible? If you are giving heat to a system, student, then the system maintains a constant temperature, means the system is in contact with the thermal reservoir and immediately it transfers the heat to the other. So the total temperature is maintained constant. So when system is in contact outside thermal reservoir and the change in system will occur slowly enough to allow the system to continue to adjust the temperature of the reservoir. Such processes are performed, student, slowly. And
Okay.
that is what we mean by isothermal process. So what is an isothermal process? That during the reaction, during the process, student, there will be no change in temperature. That means delta T is 0. And if delta T is 0, student, for an ideal gas, then there will be no change in internal energy. No change in internal energy, students, because internal energy depends on the temperature. So we can say that if delta T is equal to 0, then delta U will also be equal to 0. There will be no change in internal energy. Such processes are called isothermal processes. We will study all this. Isothermal process. Note down, student. So for ideal gases, isothermal process, delta U will be 0. Note down, then I proceed further, students. There is another type of process which is called adiabatic process. What is an adiabatic process, student? Process is carried out in such a manner no heat can flow from the system to surrounding or vice versa. The system is completely insulated from the surrounding. That means, student, this is my system. The heat Q cannot flow in, cannot come out. This is not possible, not possible. That means this must be an insulated, there should be an insulation, then only it will be possible. So it
Yes,
should
sir.
have an insulated wall, student. But we have insulated wall. So when the wall is insulated, there will be no transfer of heat from the system and the surrounding. These are the surrounding, students. So in an adiabatic process, change occur within the system as a result of transfer of energy to and from the system in the form of work only. That means only work is being done, student. No heat is transferred. That means delta Q is equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
No transfer of heat takes place. There is no transfer of heat. So in a adiabatic process, the walls will be, what type of walls will be there, student? Insulated type of walls. There will be insulated type of wall, student. And in this case, what happens? Heat flow is not possible. Heat flow is not possible. So no transfer of heat between the system, the walls separating the system and surrounding, they are called adiabatic walls. Such walls, students, which do not allow boundary. There is a boundary, na, which do not allow transfer of heat between the system and surrounding students are known as adiabatic walls. What we call as adiabatic walls. There's an adiabatic wall, student. So the wall is adiabatic, means there cannot be transfer of any heat or energy within the system, student. There cannot be any transfer of heat or energy within the system.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Isothermal means no change in temperature. That means delta U will be zero. Change in internal energy is zero for a isothermal process. Adiabatic process means the heat is not transferred, student, and that will only be possible if the wall is adiabatic. In isothermal, the wall should be thermal wall, so that heat can be exchanged immediately, and that should be a slow process, so that the temperature is maintained constant. Another one I'm talking in thermodynamics is isochoric process. Isochoric means what, student? Isochoric means volume is not going to change. Also called constant volume process, isovolumetric or isometric process, during which the volume of the closed system undergoing remains constant. If you are performing a reaction, student, if I close this is a closed container, and system, some reaction takes place here, student. When it is closed, what will happen? Can the volume change? So for a
yeah.
closed system, the
Okay.
volume cannot change. So during the process, student, there is no change in volume. Delta V is a zero, student. So usually when I will say isochoric process, means it is exemplified by heating or cooling of the contents of a sealed inelastic container. This is a sealed container, student. And inelastic means it cannot change its shape, student. It will remain like this. It is a very strong, made up a very strong metal, student. No change in volume. No change in volume is possible. So the thermodynamic process is the addition or removal of heat. Isolation of the contents of the container establishes the closed system and is inbuilt. So this will only be possible when the system is closed, student. So this is called isochoric process. What I'm talking, student? Isochoric process. So during the process, there is no change in volume. So that must be performed in a closed container. Note down everything, note down before I proceed further.
Yes, sir. I'm going to write. Can you explain isochoric process again?
I said here is a system, student.
Yes, sir.
Some reaction is taking place.
Yeah.
Or there is some gas which is there or anything. If I close it, student, I close it,
Yes,
what will
sir.
happen now? The volume cannot change now.
No, but the volume will not change.
Volume is fixed now.
Yeah.
So this is a closed container. So the process which takes place, the delta V means change in volume is zero. There's no change in volume. So that is called isochoric process.
Okay.
What is isothermal? No change in temperature. Adiabatic, no transfer of heat. So every step, every statement I write, student, must be understood. They will all be used during the thermodynamics processes. Note down students. Next. I'm coming to in thermodynamics isobaric process student. Iso means same, bar means pressure. Bar is a unit of pressure student when the pressure of the system does not change. Okay? When student delta P is 0 means there is no change in pressure of the system.
Okay.
The heat is transferred to the system, does the work. So that will also change the internal energy of the system. For example, if I have an open container, this is open in the chemistry
Yeah.
lab student. I am doing some experiment in this beaker. This is open. If I
Yes.
have a test tube, I am doing some reaction here. This is open.
Yeah.
The pressure is the pressure of the atmosphere. Is the pressure changing? What is the pressure? If I do something like this, student, the pressure, that is my atmospheric pressure.
Yes, sir.
Is it changing? No.
No, sir.
The pressure remains the same. That pressure is same, student. So such processes, most of the times we are doing these processes in our lab, student. Some heat will be evolved or some heat change takes place. So the internal energy of the system will change. So such systems which are open, students, they are performing at delta P 0. There is no change in pressure. Pressure is constant here. Pressure is constant and they are called isobaric pressure, student. Isobaric pressure. Most of the time we are doing this process. We are not closing the test tubes or beaker, student, whatever reactions we are studying. We are studying in the pressure of the room atmosphere pressure. So that remains same, student, when we do the process. So whatever heat is transferred to system, it does work, student, and also changes the internal energy of the system. Note down. Now the question before us is, student, how we can do work, student, how we can do work, student, which can change the internal energy. I told you that we can change internal energy of a system by either doing work or by adding heat. So if I keep the number of moles constant, student, I can change the internal of energy of system by doing work. What type of work? I can do mechanical work or electrical work. Work can be two types: mechanical work or electrical work. So if
Okay.
I do some work on a system, what will happen? I'm not adding any heat, but I'm doing work, student. Will it change the internal energy of the system? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I am considering, student, I am taking some quantity of water. Supposing I have a flask here, student. I have a flask, student, in which I have water. And I consider this is an insulated flask. What? Insulated flask. What do you mean by insulated?
There is no heat
Trans
transferred.
ठीक है, insulated flask, student, or a thermos flask, ठीक है, containing some quantity of water in a thermos flask, so that there is no exchange of heat between the system and surrounding through its boundary. So students, I have something like this, ठीक है, here there is a water, this is my system, insulated walls. So this type of process will be adiabatic.
Okay.
There will be no transfer of heat. Q is equal to 0. ठीक है? There can be no transfer or no heat can go, no heat can come out. That's what I am saying. What is it? There is a matter and it has got some energy. This water is the matter, student, and this has got some energy, which I am saying there is an internal energy, student, of this water. And because of that energy, student, it will have some temperature. Supposing TA is the temperature of the water. Okay? And the internal energy is UA. I don't know what is the value of internal energy. I told you absolute value cannot be determined. This is the internal energy. Now, can I do some mechanical work adiabatically? I will do some mechanical work here. How will you do mechanical work? Tell me. Can I do mechanical work? Yes or no? Tell me. The walls are adiabatic walls. What are the walls? These are called adiabatic walls. Q is 0. No transfer of heat is possible. How can I do some mechanical work, student? There is a water. What I can do? You know, there is a rod which can stir the water. You know, rotator. Can I put a rotator and rotate it? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
What it will do, student? I am saying I am churning the water. Have you seen when you do churning, what will happen? Work will be done on the water and water will get heat up. Water will get heated up. When water will get heated up, this is the initial state of the water, which defines the state of my system. When churning of water is done, student, churning of water is done, what will happen? The temperature of water will rise. What will happen to the temperature? It will rise because of the heating. This was my initial state, my final state, student. I'm saying there will be change in state. The temperature will become TB. So the temperature is now not TA, but there is an increase in temperature. Okay? TB will be greater than TA. So because of the change in temperature, the state of the system changes. And when equilibrium is maintained, student, what will happen? Delta T is equal to TB minus TA, and the final internal energy will change from UA to UB. So this is my final internal energy, students. Okay? What is the change in internal energy? Tell me. Change in internal energy is equal to delta U, which will be UB minus UA. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This will be the change in internal energy of the system, students. Whenever there will be a change in temperature, what will happen? Work has been done. No transfer of heat is possible because the walls are adiabatic. And whatever work has been done, it has changed the internal energy of the system. Clear? Note down. This is one way of. This is one of the ways, students, we can change the internal energy. Work has been done on the system, students. Work has been done on the system. And
Yes, sir.
all the work which we did, student, this is a W adiabatic work. W adiabatic work, student, is equal to what? UV minus UA, or is equal to delta E. So the change in internal energy is equal to the adiabatic work done, students. When I have done, this was a case when I have done mechanical work. Can I do electrical work also, students? Can I do equal amount of electrical work?
Yes, sir.
Supposing I have done a work which I can calculate, supposing 1 kilojoule of work was done. Supposing this mechanical work was 1 kilojoule. Can I do same type of work electrically? The answer is yes.
Yes, sir.
The second way of doing work is, student, equal amount of electrical work can be done. How can I do electrical work, student? How can you do electrical work, student? You know, this is our water. Same water. Okay? This is are the adiabatic walls. Adiabatic wall means Q is 0. No heat can go in, no heat can come out, student. There is no transfer of heat. What I can do, student? We can use, student, electrical work. How we can do? You have seen electrical rod, student. Heating rod, electrical rod. You know about the electrical rod? You have seen? You plug it and the heating starts, student. Okay? So
Yes, sir.
students, we can use an electrical rod. What it will do? It will heat up the water,
Yes, sir, it will.
and the temperature, if the initial temperature was TA, the final temperature is TB. What will happen? The temperature will rise, and internal energy is UA here. Internal energy is UV. What will happen, student? Delta TB. What is the change in temperature, student? Due to electrical heating, delta T is equal to TB minus TA, students. This is our change in temperature. That is delta TB. Delta TB is change in temperature, TB. And what is the change in internal energy, students? Delta U is equal
Delta U
to UB minus UA. That is the change in internal energy. So the internal energy can be changed either by mechanical work or by electrical work, student. You are aware of the Joule's experiment, student. These experiments were done by Joule. The amount of work done on the system can be done by any way. Okay? But there is a same change in state as measured by the change in temperature of this system. What we find, student, you can change internal energy either by mechanical work or by electrical work. When TB is greater than TA, if delta T is same, student, there will be same change in internal energy. That is delta U will be same. The delta U is same means delta U is a state function, student. It is not dependent on path. It is not dependent on path, students. You can choose electrical work, mechanical work. The change will be the same, students. Such functions are called state functions. So internal energy is a state function whereby adiabatic work required to bring about a change is equal to difference between the value of U, students, and therefore we can say that adiabatic work, student, is equal to delta U, so that no heat can be transferred between the system and surrounding. Whatever work you are doing, that will change the internal energy of the system, students. And now there is a question of sign of the work, student. It is a convention. So internal energy of a system is a state function. Important point, note down. It does not depend on the path. It only depends on initial and final state, students. And what is the sign convention which is used, student? When work is done on the system, work done on system, student, the sign is given positive. W is positive. Why? Because work is done on the system, the energy of the system will increase. If work
sir.
is done on the system, internal energy will increase. So this is given a positive sign. Second, if work is done by the system, what will happen then, student? System is doing work, then its energy will decrease. Yes or no? Because energy is the responsible for doing the work. I have energy, I do work. But if I do work, my energy will decrease. Then W is taken as given negative sign. These are called the sign, student. So we can say that positive sign expresses W adiabatic is positive when work is done on the, this is adiabatic work, student. Here adiabatic means there is no transfer of heat. So this is the sign, note down. Positive sign expresses when work is done on the system, work done by the system is negative sign, note down. Very important point, student, note down. Work done on the system or work done by the system.
Writing, sir.
Write down. So you may do the work by two methods. You can do the work by two methods, students. Mechanically or electrically, makes no difference. Whatever path you take, if the change in temperature is same, the change in internal energy is also same for a adiabatic work. And therefore, we say that internal energy is a state function, students. Very important. Is a state function. Internal energy is a state function. It does not depend on the path, student. It only depends on initial and final states. Noted, students?
Writing, sir.
Write down. Very important, very important. What is the sign convention? You noted? Work can be done on the system or work can be done by the system, students. Work is done on the system, energy of the system increases. That is taken as positive. Work is done by the system, energy of the system decreases, that is given a negative sign.
Yes, sir, I got it.
These are adiabatic processes, students. Therefore, student, one of the way I have told you to change the internal energies by doing work. Is there any other way? You said yes. I am not going to do work, but I will change the heat. I supply heat to the system. What will happen? But I can say, student, that we can also change internal energy. We can also change internal energy, student, U of a system by either we give heat to the system or we take heat. That is what I say, by transfer of heat. By transfer of heat from system to surroundings, students, or surroundings to system. ठीक है? Without
Yes, sir.
any work, we are not doing any work now. W is 0. Only thing is heat transfer. How it is possible, student? Here I have a system. ठीक है? This is my closed system, student. Here you have water, supposing water. This is my matter, and this water has got energy, student. ठीक है? How I can transfer the energy? Then I should have, student, a boundary or a wall, student, which can exchange energy. ठीक है? This is a boundary,
Sir.
student, which can exchange energy. Here there can be exchange of energy. This is my surroundings. This is my system. These are my surrounding, students. So there can be exchange of energy between the system and the surrounding. So that means the heat can flow in and heat can flow out, student. So what will it mean, student? What type of walls these are? What type of boundary is there? What type of wall is there? It is called thermally conducting wall. So there is a thermally conducting wall means what? Thermally conducting. The heat can transfer in or heat can transfer out. This is not a adiabatic wall. The previous one was adiabatic because we did not
Yes.
wanted any heat transfer, only work. But here heat can transfer in and out. No work is being done, student. So we can take water. Supposing water was at temperature TA. Then initial state. Initial state is the temperature of the water. Temperature of the water TA, and internal energy is UA at temperature TA. Finally, what happens, student? I give some heat. How do I give heat, student? Outside the system, student, I have some hot water, supposing hot water. And this is a thermally conducting wall. The temperature, what will happen? The heat will flow from higher to lower temperature, student. So there is a heat reservoir, student. Okay? Thermally conducting wall, say, made up of copper. This can be made of copper. Copper is thermally conducting. And you can have a heat reservoir. What is that? So there is a heat reservoir, student, which is at a higher temperature. Heat reservoir which is at temperature TB. So what will happen? The heat will flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. And the result will be, final state will be, the temperature will change to TB and internal energy will increase, student.
Yes, sir.
UB. So the change in temperature is, or increase in temperature, how much? How much is the temperature increasing? Delta T, TB
Yeah.
minus TA. And what will be the change in internal energy, change in internal energy, change in internal energy delta U is equal to UV minus UA. Since no work is done, student, the change is equal to, ठीक है, no work is done. Since the volume is constant, as you can see, volume is constant. It is a closed system. Volume
Yes, sir.
is
It is a closed
constant.
system.
Volume is not changing.
Yeah, it is not changing.
So whatever heat we give, no work is done. No work is done, student. W is 0. So delta U is equal to change in internal energy. That is because of the heat which has been supplied to the system. Delta U is equal to Q. ठीक है? Or I can say delta U is equal to QV. QV is the heat change at constant volume. What is QV? QV is the heat change, heat transferred at constant volume.
Yes, sir.
QV is the heat transfer at constant volume, student. That is called the change in internal energy. Therefore, change in internal energy of a system is equal to heat transferred, heat change at constant volume. Heat change at constant volume.
Yes, sir.
Now the sign convention, student. Important sign of the Q. Q is positive if heat is absorbed by the system. Heat absorbed by the system means heat is transferred from surrounding to the system. And Q will be negative, student. Q will be negative when heat is given by the system. ठीक है? When heat is transferred from system to the surrounding. When heat is evolved or given by the system. Note down, student. These signs are important. It is given by the system, students. So heat can be absorbed by the system from where it will get heat from the surroundings. These are the surrounding, student. They can give heat to the system or they can take heat from the system. When heat is given by the system, when heat is transferred from surrounding to the system, what is the sign? Positive. ठीक है? Because internal energy is increasing. And when heat is given by the system to the surrounding, what is the sign? Q is negative. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Note down. That is what we talk of exothermic and endothermic processes. Two type of processes I am talking, student. One is exothermic, other is endothermic. Note down, students. Note down. Noted? You have noted this, students?
Noting down, sir.
Okay. Now I'm talking of a general case, student, in which both heat and work can be done, student. General case is when we can change the internal energy, student. Change in internal energy due to both, ठीक है, by doing work W, and second student by transfer of heat. Both we transfer, student. Work is being done W and transfer of heat Q. Then what will happen to the change in internal energy? In such cases, the change in internal energy will be given by two factors, student, Q plus W. So you are transferring heat, you are doing work also. This is a general case, student. And for a given change in state, student, it will depend on the values of the Q and W. So it will only depend on the initial and final states. It doesn't matter how the change is carried out, student. It will be independent. It is independent. It is independent
Yes, sir.
of the path, student. Delta U is a state function.
Yeah.
But work is not a state function. It is important to note. So we can say this equation, student, delta U is equal to Q plus W is called the first law of thermodynamics. What is this? First law of thermodynamics, students. This is the mathematical. The energy of an isolated system is constant. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Energy of an isolated system, student. The energy of an isolated system. Isolated system means, student, Q is 0, W is 0, then delta U will also be 0. There will be no change in internal energy. So the energy of an isolated system is constant, student. Is constant. Delta U is 0 for an isolated system. There is no transfer of heat. There is no work done. And that means this is the law of conservation of energy. This is what we call as law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can
Yes,
only be
sir.
transformed from one form to another. Can neither be created
Nor be
destroyed.
destroyed. It can only be transformed one.
Form to another form. That is what we call as first law of thermodynamics, students. So that is what we have derived, student. What we have derived, the first law of thermodynamics. Note down, student. First law of thermodynamics. For an isolated system, there is no transfer of heat, no work is done. There is no change in internal energy of the system. At constant, in a closed system, delta U is equal to QV. Change in internal energy is equal to heat transferred at constant volume. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So this ends up the second part of this very important lecture. We will continue in our next lecture, students. Further, keep on taking your notes. All these are important. These are chapters which will be asked in the G and other exams. So be clear. Try to understand each and everything. Questions are based on this, which will be solving some problems also. Okay, good night. I'll see you in the next class.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good night.